Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Wrestling Tea Tarot. I am Calypso Vibes here with my partner, Jude. We are going to take a look into the Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre match happening tonight at WrestleMania 39 for the Intercontinental Championship match. We will see if Gunther retains his belt or if Sheamus becomes a Grand Slam champion, or if the underdog in all of this, Drew McIntyre, comes through and prevails and, pulls the Intercontinental Championship. Let's see if the Imperium gets involved. Let's see if Brawling Brutes get involved. There's many possibilities. Hopefully it's a clean match. A card immediately popped, Limitations and Fears. So
Keith Lee is definitely not getting involved.
Yeah. So
because he is limitless, so that's not him.
Yeah. So let's see. Again, this is for WWE WrestleMania 39 happening tonight for the Intercontinental Championship belt in Hollywood, aka Hollyweird. Let's see. Epiphany Breakthrough. Is this going to be Sheamus' Grand Slam? We'll see. Ace, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn.
I believe Gunther's a Virgo. I think I just looked that up.
Lack, doubts. Ooh, the fellas are doubting themselves. Having some fears. Let's see. For the good of all and harm to none. Let's see if we can. The fact that there's limitations, lack, and doubts. The fellas got some fears, some doubts about this match.
Can confirm Gunther is Virgo.
Shout out to my fellow Earth sign, Gunther. By the way, I am using the Yin Yang Oracle. Detachment, cold. Interesting. This energy. It seems like Gunther's energy, by the way. Like, Gunther seems very, excuse me. Yeah, see, I just burped. So it's true. Yeah. I think Gunther retains. Like, the energy is already, like, yeah, super serious. I'm like, who comes off super serious? This energy in my, like, gut is like, sit up straight. Like, that's Imperium. Like, yeah. I don't know if Sheamus gets the Grand Slam in.
Wow.
Shockingly. Sorry. Maybe SummerSlam.
Allegedly.
Decisions are still being made. I will show you guys these cards here in a second. Truth and Expression. Wait a minute, but look at that face paint. Hold on. I'll show you guys in a second.
Paint.
Yeah. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, God. There's like indigestion from these fellas in this match. All right. Let's see if we can get, what is that? 6, 7? Let's see if we can get one more. Again, this is for the WrestleMania 39 match. Who is winning the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood tonight? Can we get one more card for clarity? The universe is like, you got all you need. We'll go one more. Come on. Come on, universe. There we go. That wasn't so bad. These cards are stiff. Ooh, I actually got one more. All right, let's take a look. So we have, the first card was this one. So I'm going to put them in order because I do at least remember the order they fell in, even though it's a mess. Was Limitations. Was the first card we pulled. And Fears. Like a ghost, like the past, right? So I'm wondering if there's possibly this fear of, You know, if I'm thinking of the past, I'm thinking possibly like Gunther and Sheamus have had good matches. So I'm wondering if there's slight fear and limitations in the sense of like Sheamus is older. Sheamus is
45.
the oldest in this match. Drew is injury prone. He's been sick a lot the last few months. So I wonder if he has limitations. Like someone has limitations in this match, which is producing the fears, right? So I'm wondering and possibly could be coming into this hurt. I wonder if someone's possibly even not like 100% coming into this match, right? But then we got Epiphany and Breakthrough, right? So who's having a breakthrough? You know, you would almost think Sheamus for a breakthrough, right? But then we pulled Ace, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this energy is Gunther. Like, Gunther's the Earth sign, right? So, you know, maybe to some degree, does Gunther have a breakthrough and epiphany? Like, in the sense of, like, no, this is, like, his ascension. Like, his match, his moment to like be taken serious, right? Where he goes from just being an Intercontinental Champion to like, you know, possibly, you know, being looked at much serious. Because I feel like Gunther has only been taken serious recently because the crowd loves Gunther so much, right? The Gunther, yeah, I mean, not the Gunther, the crowd has been so supportive of Gunther compared to Vinny. Vinny was ready to fire Gunther. Like, Vinny didn't see the appeal to Gunther. I think Paul has always believed in Gunther, hence why he's still here, and he's carrying the IC strap, lacking doubts. But, yeah, there's a lot of anxiety and doubt in this match, which I'm actually shocked that the fellas aren't a little bit more confident going into this match. But that's why I'm really concerned about this limitations, because the doubt, and the fears. That's a lot of not, you know, confident energy, and I'm wondering who is bringing this limitations. We also got detachment and cold, which to me is seriously does read as Gunther. And again, the guy might be a loving person behind closed scenes, but I've even seen him in interviews, and he's still super serial. Like, so. Then we had decisions. So decisions, oh my god, these cards right now, these decisions are still being made. Like, maybe the fellas are still putting this match together and might be having the lack in a doubt because they're not liking the calls that are being made, possibly the choice that's being made.
Who do you think's calling this?
That's a really interesting question. Gunther's called the ring
He's
general.
called the ring general, but the experienced man is Sheamus. I mean, Sheamus and Drew have both held the heavyweight belt. Right. Gunther is not, except for, you know, NXT UK, where he was a
I really have
force.
to feel it's Sheamus leading this, because the truth, the expression, right?
Mm-hmm.
This looks like Sheamus.
Looks like a warrior.
Right.
But like, Warrior's not in the match.
Right. You know what I mean? So, decisions could be that Sheamus is making the decisions, right? Because you're asking who's leading this, and maybe there's your answer right there. The truth is coming, the expression. See, like the leader, truth and expression means, like, you know, oh no, I'm going to speak in my truth. Like, and he's possibly leading this, right? Expressing what he wants done. Toxicity, bound, and patterns, which is very interesting to see this card. Like, toxicity, like, oof, bound and patterns.
Remember, this is a triple threat, so there's no disqualification. Some bad behavior can occur.
Right. Somebody gonna pull out a chain and like bound someone, like tie someone up?
Drew's been what? He's been handcuffed to the ropes. He's been in a strap match, right, you know, not all that long ago.
And then apology and forgiveness. That's concerning. An apology and forgiveness.
You know, there's this relationship between Sheamus and Drew.
Right. I'm sorry, bro. Forgive me.
Right. They're bros.
Right.
And they're both, you know, UK guys. Well, all right. I'm Ireland. I don't think Sheamus is Northern Ireland, but anyway, Irish and Scottish guys. Yeah, if one of them...
And Gunther's the UK. I'm pretty sure Gunther's from the UK, isn't he?
No, Gunther's Austrian.
Is he? Is he from there, though?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yes. He, came out of NXT UK, and that's just the brand he fought under. But yeah, if one of them, plants either a brogue kick or a claymore kick on the other, oh, sorry, bro.
It's the lack, doubts, and fears. Like, that has thrown me completely off guard. And yet, I still think Gunther's retaining. Just like, if I couldn't pull any more cards, and I have to go off this, I'm mad because I'm seeing Sheamus and Gunther's energy.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything of Drew's. Other than possible limitations. Because he's been injury prone this year. Like, over the course of the year, he's had a rough injury year. We're gonna get some more information, you guys. Let's see if we can pull some more out. Other tea. I apologize if it doesn't seem that juicy yet.
It's just the first draw.
The energy's got me, like, super serious. Because, I was like, oh, yeah, all right, I feel lighthearted. And then I started doing a reading, and the energy was like, ooh. Like, someone is, like, being really taking this, like, super serial. I'm serious. Like, my energy was, like, sit up and... Like, yeah, that's that Imperium energy. Let's see what we get from What's the Tea and see if we can get some lighthearted energy to come through. Who is winning the Intercontinental Champion? But all these dudes are serious. Like, I know this moment is being taken hecka serious because, first of all, you have Sheamus, who's the vet. You got even Drew, whose contract is, coming up, being negotiated, so taking it serious. I know they want to steal the night. Like, I listened to Sheamus. I forgot what WrestleMania where he was in the back. Like, oh, night 1, night 2's going to be better. Like, they take that serious. Like, the wrestlers compete with each other.
Speaking of the doubts and whatnot, whoever made the final decision, presumably Paul Levesque, made the choice to put this match firmly in the mid-card.
Right.
This is looking like it's going to be the third match of the night or possibly fourth. So it's really not being featured, even though I think a lot of people are looking forward to it. Because Sheamus and Gunther have had such bangers. Photo
proof, getting evidence, unbothered. This is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. WWE Intercontinental Championship. Fake smiles. Oh, maybe faking like they're happy right now. And unbothered. Let's see what else we can pull, you guys. Why are the cards so stiff on me right now? Here we go. Give me something, y'all. In their head, overthinking, overanalyzing. Ooh. My concern is someone may get hurt in this match. Like, the energy is just so serious. Hustling because there's contract negotiations happening with Drew. Scarcity tactics. In their head. Player. Oof. Played out. Low IQ. Ooh. Really?
That's surprising. I think all three of these guys have a reputation for, being experienced and knowing how to put together a match.
I just pulled an extra one because I'm like, maybe I can get a little bit more clarity. And then at the bottom was the lonely card. So, yeah, someone's really isolating themselves. Like, and, that tends to happen when they want to get in their head, get in the zone. I'm not shocked by this, but ooh, these cards are interesting. By the way, we're using the What's the Tea Hunty. Let me see. Let me paint y'all a picture of what I pulled. So we got photo proof, getting evidence. Then we got unbothered. Then we have fake smiles. If these cards will stop sticking on me right now. There we go. Fake smiles. Which is interesting. Hustling. Scarcity tactics. I think that's got something to do with the negotiation of the contract, by the way. Low IQ. Shine. Yeah, your light irritates their demons. Some degree, somebody might actually be a little bit jelly of Walter. You know? Player. Played out. And in their head, overthinking, stress, overanalyzing.
Unless Gunther has a much juicier contract than I would guess for him, I'm not sure what's particularly to be jealous of. I mean, both Sheamus and Drew were more accomplished at Walter's age than Walter is now. I mean, Gunther's 35. When Drew was 35, he was carrying the heavyweight belt and leading the company through COVID. Or when he was 34, he was doing that.
That's my point. Maybe he is bothered by that.
I'm saying, Drew's held the big belt twice.
I understand. Either way, there's fake smiles.
Yep.
There's hustling. Someone's unbothered. And getting photo. I'm trying to figure out what's this getting photo proof. Like, this is really intriguing. Like, why would you be getting photo proof?
Right.
Right.
None of these folks has a reputation for shenanigans or
unbothered. Like I said, the hustling. Like, I'm trying to paint a picture. Like, with the hustling. Someone like getting photos of the fake smiles, like the being phony. The low IQ is interesting.
I'm bothered by that one.
Right? Like, who's not smart? Maybe someone's not business savvy. You know what I mean?
Right. Again,
low IQ doesn't mean like, oh,
you're
right. You know what I mean? Could be someone's not necessarily. I think a lot of people would be surprised. A lot of people aren't money savvy, like business savvy.
I know it.
That's why they get screwed out of their contracts and could be getting paid a lot more money than they can be. Yeah, not everybody knows money like that. So like when you pull low IQ and hustling, it could absolutely be you don't know how to make money. You don't know how to draw money. You don't know how to, you know what I mean? You don't know how to negotiate good deals. You know, things like that. Scarcity tactics. It's interesting, right? Like, the idea of like possibly like, I don't know, like, what are you bargaining at, Drew? I'm really curious about this. In the head, I feel like this is possibly either Walter or Sheamus in their head, because I'm like, for Sheamus, this has to be a big deal for Sheamus because, you know, I know he wants to win this Grand Slam. I'm actually frustrated with this reading, and I hate that I'm feeling frustration because I'm like, these cards are nothing of what I expected to fall and hit, right? So
if Sheamus does complete this Grand Slam, this is like the Grand Slam in this WrestleMania weekend.
Right.
Because Rhea and KO both completed Grand Slams yesterday.
And a player, right? Like, player. What are Imperium called, right? Like, they're called Imperium, right? And I'm wondering, like, player. Is there going to be another person involved? Like, when they say player, another player, like someone else getting involved in this match? I mean, clearly we can expect to see possibly both their factions involved.
Right, and then, well, if this one,
But then we got played out. So the player got played out.
yes,
They literally fell back to back.
they did.
Who's getting played out? I don't even know how to read that. Seriously. Because I'm like, who is the player? There's 3 players involved.
I know for sure who the game is.
Right? Triple H. Right? Who's the player getting played out with low IQ and hustling? Is that Drew? Right? Like, or is this another player getting involved in scarcity tactics? We're going to see something like that involved in the match, right? I mean, there's going to be a lot of photographers there. Like, I don't know. This one's so weird. Yeah, this one's like the weirdest. Can we get some clarity, universe, of what's happening?
I tell you what, if Sheamus does not win, the entire WWE universe has been played. Because
right? Maybe that's what it is.
People thought he was going to win in Cardiff, and if he doesn't win today, like the fact that they've drawn this out since, when was Clash of the Castle? Like September?
Yeah.
It was seriously, I want to say September. Oh yeah, because it was the same weekend as All Out.
Well, there's nightlife.
Oh, well, someone's
So
getting
there's the
photo
hustling.
evidence of the nightlife.
Right, the hustling is the money. And now we got a connection with the nightlife. Maybe we're going to get some clarity, you guys, on those cards. The first set of cards made sense. That second set of cards got me sitting here so confuzzled. And that's the problem. I'm reading 3 people's energy. So it gets, it gets really tricky. And then we got Divine Feminine, Obsession, the hamster wheel with money involved, surviving, hustle, pressure cooker. I definitely think this is Drew's energy though. But then we got Obsession, right? Must have indulgence. But we also know Gunther's lost a lot of weight. I'm just seeing indulgences in the picture of like food.
So you're saying they're going to have to pull him out of an In-N-Out somewhere, like down an Animal Burgers, hand over fist?
See, I think a lot of wrestlers are going to Vegas. Oh, by the way, I've pulled that like
several times.
Yes, I think a lot of wrestlers are off to Vegas and gonna enjoy their indulgences. This is for the Intercontinental Championship. Who is winning? Negotiator, bargaining, begging. See, I'm pulling too much of them negotiating.
The
money. It's all in here. Can I read about who's winning? Settlement. See, look. They're going to agree, compromise, money, negotiator. And then Verge, which I don't know if I've ever seen this. I'm about to reveal and confess. Right? I don't want their personal life to hear.
Right. I feel like we're inadvertently getting some personal stuff, and all 3 of these dudes are pretty private.
I want who's winning the IC belt. I'm not trying to dig too much in these people's lives. Writing, diary, keeping journal, realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light. I mean, that could be anything. Like in the sense of like, like coming to like who's winning, right? And them making an agreement and a compromise, negotiating. Is Sheamus' contract up too?
I don't know.
Threatened, embarrassed. Ooh, why do I think Sheamus is not winning? Hold on, y'all. Let me get some clarity on this. I think I'm getting their personal lives. Trying to get the Intercontinental Championship. Interlude, pausing, timing factor. Oof. Yeah. I hate to admit it. I don't think Sheamus is winning. Yeah, money. Money's even involved. And pause, timing factor. threatened, embarrassed, realization, settlement, negotiating, hamster wheel, rage, pressure cooker. Y'all, there is nothing here implying that Gunther is losing this belt, unfortunately. If you're cheering against Gunther, this is one of the weirdest readings I've done, in the sense of, like, I'm actually picking up their personal lives. And, you know, that's why I be saying this about tarot. It's hard to not pick up their personal lives sometimes, because I'm asking their, you know, I'm saying their name out loud, right? So when you say their name out loud, you're kind of going into their personal energy, you know what I mean? So that's why I always say this is for allegedly entertainment purposes only. Again, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Yeah. I can tell you someone's going to Vegas after their match, though. Gonna enjoy themselves. I don't know if I see Sheamus or Drew winning. Like, there was nothing in those cards about, like, the changing of the guard, you guys. Like, Gunther losing his belt. Except for the first deck. The first deck kinda possibly hinted at that. You know what I mean? That you could possibly be losing the belt. But that's what it's like when you got when you're trying to read three people's energies. It can get really muddled and tricky. Seriously. Sometimes I can see clearly just off the first deck who's winning, which I think I did. Like, the first deck of cards to me was reading very much Gunther. And I think Sheamus is calling the match. But,
I could not find anything, like, Drew's contract status is all over
the internet.
the interwebs.
Yeah.
Drew's work with Karrion Kross is, like, done, right? Like,
Right.
there's no, okay. I don't know why. When I saw that divine
sure.
energy and the confession,
Right.
I was thinking about kneel and pray.
Right.
And, you know, when I saw that divine feminine, I just started thinking about Scarlett showing up. But I think that's a bridge too far. I don't think. Karrion Kross was in the Andre the Giant match, probably. The SmackDown match.
All right. I don't know. I didn't look. Sorry. I just know Bobby won. We've been doing readings all weekend. Sorry, you guys. I didn't really keep up like that because we've been doing readings all weekend. So, it's the last deck. It is the Beauty Tarot. Please let me get some insight on who's winning the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 39 tonight in Hollywood. WWE's they are doing a good job with their spellcraft, let me tell you, of blocking. Today is probably even more reinforced than yesterday. Who is winning the WWE Intercontinental Championship? Who's winning the WWE Intercontinental Championship? Who's winning the Intercontinental WWE Championship? Let's see, you guys, at WrestleMania 39 in LA, Hollywood. What do you think so far?
I mean, I'm gonna go along with your views on this. Like, we're not really seeing anything about, you know, achieving that ultimate goal. I think a lot of fans and a lot of pundits going into this definitely would expect Gunther to win, and possibly for Sheamus to be teed up as a future opponent for Cody, particularly after their work at Rumble this year. But I don't see the cards saying those things.
You mean Gunther? That was Cody and Gunther in the Rumble.
Did I say Sheamus?
Yes.
My mouth runs ahead of my brain sometimes.
See, someone's hurt. I said it. Someone's not coming into this 100%. I've gotten cards to reconfirm that. Like, someone's not 100%. Don't quote me on it, you guys. It's just allegedly for entertainment purposes. Allegedly entertainment purposes. I'm pulling more than I usually would because the last two decks have confused me terribly. And you know I love this one the most. So I feel like, you know, if I'm going to get an answer, it's this. So, with the Beauty Tarot, you guys, let's see what we pulled. And I'll paint a picture for you like Sophia. Picture it. Sicily. 2023. We're going to Hollywood. And it's the Page of Cups, romantic proposal or message, surprise, creative opportunities, possibly admire inner child. That's the first one. Oh, goodness, I done got them confused of what fell next. I think it was like Pentacles. Here we go. Seven of Pentacles, investment, growth, taking stock, hard work, paying off, harvest, efforts lead to success, patience. There's a lot of patience cards, by the way. So, let me make that clear. A lot of patient cards came up. Six of Swords, releasing baggage, calmer waters, moving on, accepting lessons, travel, overcoming hardship. Then we got the Hierophant. Hierophant. Higher teachings, values, beliefs, inner truth, spirituality, order, teacher, tradition, structure. What do you think so far?
Well, I thought that the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Swords were Team Gunther, but when I start hearing about order and structure, I can't help but think of the Imperium again.
Patience, again, slow progress, practical, routine, hard work, conservative, methodical, grounded effort. It sounds like, I'm telling you, sounds like Gunther. Conflict, competition, tension, arguments, rivalry, egos clash, assertive, struggle, and obstacles. I'm not shocked. These are three masculine men. Work, preparation, skill, mastery, commitment, hard work, details, I can't say it right. Craftsmanship.
Does it say fine German engineering and all?
I know, right? Building business.
Walter is the BMW of WWE.
Right, building business. That seems like so, like these last three cards have been so strategic on like structure, this. And I'm like, oh my God, that is Gunther. And then we got rest, recuperation, timeout, meditation, overwhelm, solitude, contemplation, healing. Looks like a mermaid, though. Who the land of the mermaids?
And not Austria.
That's what I'm saying. Well, when you look at this like green mermaid, who you get the vibe of?
Well, I would think that's more. I mean, Ireland and Scotland are both very green, and they're both among the water, so
Could be either one of them. Defending yourself, boundaries, standing your ground, challenge, determined, territorial, and defensive.
Well, someone's defending and standing their ground.
I say Gunther retains. Step into the unknown, adventure, new beginning, free spirit, naive, leap of faith, and spontaneous. The Fool.
You've convinced me.
And I'm going to leave you guys with that. This is one of those readings where I'm like, bro, all this masculine machismo is too much for me. There's a lot of machismo energy in that reading. It's so serious. Like, it made me serious. And I'm like, ugh. I'm lighthearted. I'm I'm the fool, right? Like, that's me. Whoever the fool is, good luck, you fool. But I think I'm going with Gunther. The cards just got, good Lord. Like the first one and the first and the last deck just read really serious. And once I saw like, defending, I'm not letting go. Like, yeah, and I don't know. I just think Gunther's retaining. There was nothing there that really led to losing. If anything, I got a lot of insight into their personal business. Right. I got a little bit of personal tea. But I definitely think someone's not 100% going in this match, and it's a concern. And let's hope we don't see nobody get brutally hurt in this match. If someone ends up hurt, you remember where you heard it first. That's not me wishing it into the universe, because I know words have power, and I am not trying to put power behind someone being hurt. I'm just telling you the energy I read. Someone's nursing something, and there's some fears and doubts and all of these things, and I think everyone is worried in this match, right? Because they want to perform at their best, and they don't want to hurt each other to the, you know what I mean? Because they all like to work hard and stiff,
Right.
So I think they need to be very careful after watching Charlotte get hurt from working hard and stiff. So I think you have to draw a line, and that might be the structure saying it, right? Like the foundation. That might be Paul, like, look, I know how y'all like to work, but I need a champ coming out of here still intact.
Paul would be one to talk.
I'm just saying, listen, this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes anyway. And I am burping, and I am going to stay solid on Gunther. So who you got?
Well, you make a strong case for Gunther. I think the only indication of Sheamus is there's a fair bit of Kelly Green in those cards, and there was an element of hard work paying off and patience.
Yes.
And he's been patient for a long time.
So then go Sheamus, and it's okay. We can split.
And I really want Mans to win it.
So you going Sheamus. Got it. That's okay.
Okay.
To be contrary. I'm going Gunther, you guys. He's going Sheamus. Sheamus Green. I am rooting for both. I love both. I've never been a big Drew McIntyre fan. I have not. I've liked Drew because he's fine as hell. There's a difference between thinking that man is fine as hell and, ooh, I love me some Drew. That's different. Understand the difference of when a woman has just got the hots. So I'll leave you guys on that note. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys being here. I know what to do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment down below, please. It is much appreciated, your feedback. We would love to know who you think you are winning and how you think we did. I am going Gunther. Jude is going Sheamus. Check out our other videos. We predicted quite a few wins yesterday that predicted a lot of what played out yesterday. So definitely check out those videos yesterday. I think y'all would be so amused and entertained by our other videos. And make sure you come check out the rest of our videos of predicting tonight's WrestleMania match. And then we will have a video tomorrow of the after spill out of WrestleMania and what's all going on behind the scenes after everything that's, happened tonight. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys. And until next time, bye.